There's never been a harder time to grow up in Britain. It's well documented that the UK has the highest rates of teenage pregnancy in Europe, and a decline in educational standards and opportunities means that the number of young people not in education, employment or training is increasing. These young people are referred to as NEETs. These labels unfairly marginalise young people, which only serves to make the problem worse.
Most of the at-risk or vulnerable or challenging young people have been labeled from a very early age as a problem. This young person's never going to amount to much, they're always going to be difficult, we don't have any expectations of them, they're not going to really excel in their lives. And when you approach young people that way, that's what you get back.
Traditional approaches to youth development have had limited success. Many represent triage rather than addressing root causes.
Many youth development approaches try to change behavior. And if we approach young people trying to change their behavior, it doesn't work.
Typically with youth development programs, the retention rate isn't very high, and across the board, with all research, that seems to be a problem. However, with teens and toddlers, the dropout rate is very low.
No one was really delivering a holistic, transformative model of youth work that engaged the whole person.
Teens and Toddlers is a youth development program that works with socially excluded or at-risk young people. Over 15 weeks, each young person takes responsibility for mentoring a toddler in a safe nursery environment. The program provides a 3-hour weekly session, 2 hours spent mentoring the toddlers and 1 hour spent discussing their experiences. These sessions focus on child development, the implications of parenthood, sexual health, and interpersonal skills. They also give the young people access to confidential personal counselling. The program is structured so the toddlers receive the undivided attention of a young person, which aids their development and improves learning.
Teens and Toddlers program is very important in the way it's structured, and what we do there is to sort of have a container which is set up by ground rules made with the young people that are on the project. And by having this container, it allows the young people to sort of find who they are in the world through the curriculum that we deliver and teach them.
We have two really big objectives with teens and toddlers. The first one is teenage pregnancy prevention and sexual health. We want our young people to be healthy, and we want them not to have children at an early age. Okay? The second thing, though, that is equally important to us is raising self-esteem and raising aspiration and re-engaging young people with education.
Teens and Toddlers offers the teenagers the opportunity to complete a national award in interpersonal skills, and to date, 98% of our teenagers have passed that award.
What it does is it gives them a sense of responsibility and a sense of commitment. Not just about having children, but what it would be like to have a job.
At first it was like hard because I didn't know what to do, like how to cooperate, but since all the teachers have been helping me and guiding me through it, it's been easier now. I can just work with him, come here and play with him.
When your parents know like you're getting experience with kids, they trust you more, because they think, at least my parents, they think if I can come here and help around with kids at such a young age, it gives them more security that I can help myself and someone else. I can't just be dependent on others.
My role as a facilitator is to bring the teenagers in as a group, to sort of nurture them in a way and to help them grow in confidence, potential, get them to see how their behaviour can react upon other people, get them to be looked upon as an adult, as a role model with the toddlers, and all that sort of builds up their confidence and makes them value themselves more than I think they have been in previous times.
When we're first giving them praise for what they do in the See and Say, they don't believe us because they're so used to being put down all the time, so they don't believe what we say. And after a while, they do go, yeah, actually, I did do quite well with my toddler today, and I was really helpful today. So it gives them a sort of sense of pride, really, in what they do.
I think when you give the toddler respect and give them opportunities and stuff like that, I think what you get in return is really learn to respect yourself. Because then as soon as you start respecting someone, they give you respect as well, they listen to you.
After doing the programme, what I've realised about myself is that I'm confident, but I just don't show it.
It's given me a lot of inspiration to do more in my life. Like, it's opened my mind to a lot of new careers.
There is a big transition, and I think, the benefit of Teens and Toddlers has a big impact, not just on the young people, but on their parents and on their schools and on their peers and siblings.
The whole impact on the family seems to be that families are happier families. They're more engaged families with each other.
I have a little brother. I never used to communicate with him that much. But now that I've worked with children, got some tips on children, I think, me and him have such a good relationship.
The best thing about working with my toddler was just is making him change and myself change as well. So seeing changes in both of us.
You get like a bond with them, so it's like when you turn up they smile and they get all happy, and it's just like you feel like they're like one of your friends.
The thing I've learned about myself is I have more patience than before, and that I have more potential to do anything else, and I have the confidence to do it as well.
When I started the programme, I used to be loud, just loud, but now that the programme's finished, I'm more quieter, listen to people more, patient.
Potential-orientated approaches to youth development come from the philosophy that everyone has a unique purpose in life and an individual talent to bring to the world. Teens and Toddlers' potential-orientated approach searches for the innate potential in a young person and then provides an environment that allows young people to express their inherent gift.
Our main organizational ethos is something that we call bifocal vision. And what this means is that we relate to the teen's behavior, and at the same time we hold and relate to the teen's potential. This means that we normally try to open up choice to the teens in the form of asking questions and pointing out consequences.
Young people are not listened to, they're not respected. They're put into a classroom and this is what you are here to do, and that's it. So if you close someone down, they're not going to work to their potential. If you close someone down, they're going to rebel.
I know that who you are is so much more than the behavior that you're showing me right now. I know that who you are is bigger and better than that. And when you relate to young people that way, they become that. If you see the best, expect the best, you get the best back.
Today, Teens and Toddlers operates in 12 boroughs of London and runs 13 further projects around Britain. 3,000 young people have successfully completed the project, and more than 150 local authority personnel have been trained to run the programme. The results are astonishing. 97% of Teens and Toddlers graduates have not become teenage parents before the age of 20, and 92% of Teens and Toddlers graduates are now in employment, further education or training.
And all the parents often hear about their kids is that they're a nuisance, they're in trouble at school, they're in trouble out of school. So we try and get the girls to bring their parents to the certificate ceremony. And some of the parents, you see tears in their eyes when they see that their sort of difficult teenager has got a certificate. It's lovely.
My daughter, when she first started, was going through a stage in her life where she didn't know what she wanted to do, choosing options. This has given her a chance to make her options more clearer of what she can do and what she can achieve.
What Teens and Toddlers does is it gives them a sense of, you have to work hard, but it isn't actually impossible to get a job or to have a house or to have a nice car or to live an ordinary, decent life.
The biggest thing that I think I've taken away from TNT was my relationship with my toddler. I thought we wouldn't really form that much of a bond, but we really did, and near the end I started getting really emotional because I know I'm going to miss him. I really miss him.
And it was something that motivated me to come into school a lot. You're not losing anything. You're always going to be gaining something from doing it.
It's not easy as people think, just have a child, just get a flat somewhere and just live with it. It's not like that.
It's a big responsibility, and then at this age you wouldn't really want that responsibilities on your hand.
If you're going to have sex, do it safely because, children are fun, but I personally don't think I could handle having a child now because they're so demanding. I think that's sort of the hardest thing I found is they're so demanding.
My life would have been just uncompleted, but since I didn't in TNT, my life has been straight.
I like Teen and Toddlers very much. It's been a good help to me. I just thank all the people that put me on this opportunity.
The Teens and Toddlers programme has been so successful because they tackle the root causes of young people's dissatisfaction and then work to break habitual behaviour and restore self-confidence and aspirations. Teens and Toddlers graduates represent a group of healthy, responsible citizens who make a positive contribution to their families and society. They're ambitious young people who have the confidence and drive to create opportunities for their future.
The reality for marginalized, vulnerable, disadvantaged young people today is incredibly dire. They do not deserve the lives that they have. They deserve better. And our ambition is not to build a big organization, but to reach more and more young people with what we feel we can contribute to their lives. We'd love Teens and Toddlers to be delivered as a part of the national curriculum. All young people would benefit enormously from Teens and Toddlers, but we have to start with those who need it the most.